Meeting, and it was emotional, right, Drew?
It sure was, Rick. Now, the board was set to consider two versions of policies dealing with SB 150. Version 1 would essentially comply, but include a statement of concern regarding the negative consequences of the law. Now, version 2 takes the position that the law violates the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution and protections under Title IX, and therefore they will not enforce it. In the end, though, the vote was tabled. Before Tuesday's board meeting, a group of faith leaders gathered outside, calling on the board to reject SB 150 by voting yes on version 2. Inside, the public did the same. JCPS fourth grader Finley Spalding shared concerns about what this would mean for his family, which includes two moms, one of them trans.
I am worried that this law would open the door for students to make fun of my family or my family to not be included.
JCPS teacher Greg Titchener fears the same.
As a teacher that works in a building where a lot of our students come to us already feeling ostracized, the last thing my students need is another reason to other their classmates.
The law requires districts to eliminate instruction about gender identity and sexual orientation and prohibits students from using bathrooms other than those that align with their biological sex.
It is our co-signing violence against any student that looks slightly different than the standard gender presentation that we expect as a society.
Board member James Craig made a motion to accept version 2 against the recommendation of the superintendent and the district's legal counsel. Board member Chris Kolb was the second.
I am not going to cast my vote or lend my vote to any policy that would harm those students, but would be also, in my opinion, violation of Title IX.
I would just encourage my board colleagues to think long and hard about voting for any policy that at all problematizes the existence of any child.
Board member Sarah McIntosh was also in support of version 2, but with board member Joseph Marshall absent and the remaining 3 members voting no, the motion failed. Craig then made another motion, this time to table the vote until updated guidance from the U.S. Department of Education is released in October. Now, that guidance is expected to include increased language identifying gender identity and gender expression as a protected class under Title IX. Now, the board also passed a resolution introduced by board member Kolb, which reaffirms its commitment to trans students and their education. Reporting live in studio tonight, Drew Gardner, WLKY News.
All right.